Well, it's shaping up to be a quite beautiful day. It was a little cold this morning, but I have a feeling I will be changing my shirt soon to short sleeves as I think it's going to warm up. But yeah, it's been a little chilly lately, some rain, but we have been staying nice and cozy in the RV because my furnace is fixed. Hooray! Finally fixed. The RV tech came out and he changed out the old furnace with the new furnace that the furnace manufacturer provided. Also, he found some faulty wiring, and yeah, it's never worked better. It's great. I'm so happy, so thankful. Thank you also for putting up with me this 9.5 months of complaining and rants. But yes, it's finally fixed, and hopefully I can put this behind me now and forget all about it. Finally. So I thought I would pop on and address a comment that a nice viewer left for me on one of my videos, and they were asking about the name of my YouTube channel, Cori's Next Chapter, and they wanted to know what my first chapter was. This is a valid question. And backstory, I started recording my little adventures up here for my friends back home in Rancho Cucamonga in Southern California, so they can see that, what I was doing, what I was up to, that I'm fine, don't worry about me. And it's just my way of just staying connected with them. And it wasn't until I started exploring this beautiful spot and all of Mendocino County, some of San Jose, and that I wanted to start sharing all my adventures with other people. I just, it's so different from Southern California that I really thought, this might be of interest to somebody that might want to come up here on vacation or whatever. I don't know. But so I made it public. And yes, so it is completely valid that you're wondering what my first chapter is, because my friends know what my first chapter is. Yeah, new people that don't even know me. Of course, yes. And I don't mind answering. So I'm going to try to be as brief as I possibly can. Brief is not my forte, so I will try. And yeah, try to get through this. I have also already cleared all this with my kids. They're fine with me sharing. I mean, it's also their story. So I guess what I should say is that my first chapter for me, when I think of my first chapter, I think of, it started as an adult. Yeah, I met my kid's father when we were in our early 20s. We went to community college together. We were kind of late bloomers for the whole college thing. But yeah, we dated for about 9 years and split. And then got back together a year later. And then it wasn't long after that we got married. And then we started trying to have a family. We did have some infertility issues, and I know there's a lot of couples in this world that go through the same thing, and it's tough, and my heart goes out, as it can be very heartbreaking and hard on a family. But Alex is born, and just a little joy baby. Everything you see on my videos of her, that's her from the very beginning. She is very outgoing, life of the party, laughing, smiling all the time, just a little joy to be around, let me tell you. If you also have seen my other videos with my son, he's pretty much the opposite. I mean, it's not that he's not outgoing, he's very outgoing, but he's a little more reserved, I would say. So, yeah, it's great. I love having two kids that are so opposite, but also get along so well. They've been just inseparable since they were little. Best buds. If you listen closely when they're together, you can hear them. They don't call each other Alex and Johnny. They have a little nickname, and they've used that nickname since they were tiny. And I just love that they call each other that still to this day. It just is like their little love language, and I love it. I adore it, and I'm so happy that they are still close. So, okay, yeah. When Alex was born, I worked for the first year, her first year, and then I decided that I really wanted to stay home with her. So I quit my job And we decided that, okay, I would be a stay-at-home mom and he would work, and it was great. When she turned 3, Johnny was just a month old. We moved into our first home. It was a brand new home in a brand new community, all young families with young kids. So yeah, it was an ideal place for us to go. And we lived on a cul-de-sac. You know, the kids can go run free with their friends out in the yards with their bikes and everything else. It was really ideal, and just made some really great memories there. So glad we went to Rancho. So yeah, the kids really flourished there. Alex was very much into her friends and school. She also took dance lessons, and I'll tell you, once a dancer, always a dancer. She is an amazing dancer. She just gets better and better, and yeah, I can gush on and on about her dance skills. I just love watching her. And Johnny, he yeah, he was really into art and building things. You know, very much into Legos, and he started getting into drumming, and he is an amazing he's an amazing drummer. This kid, he is so good. He taught himself how to play the guitar. Yeah, super good. I love watching him too. I mean, my kids are very creative and artistic, and yeah, that's the best part of me, I think, because I feel like I'm kind of that way too. I'm not as good as them, but you know, yeah, so proud of both of them. So proud. Well, when Johnny was 10 years old, he was having some health problems, and his pediatrician really couldn't pinpoint what it was, and it was getting worse and worse. And finally, we had to rush him to the hospital, and he was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I can't remember anything in my life that was harder to live through. Still hard. I still worry. But he is a trooper. He takes care of himself. And yeah, he's just an incredible person. And, you know, yeah, I'm really proud of him. He's incredible. Then it wasn't much longer after that we divorced after 17 years of marriage. And we agreed that I would stay in the home with the kids just to make it easier on them. And we would co-parent, and it worked out fine. When Alex went off to high school, she decided she wanted to be in the color guard of marching band, so she did that for about a year, and I loved watching those shows. Gosh, it's one of my favorite things to watch marching band shows, competitions. So yeah, she did that, and then, like I said, once a dancer, always a dancer. She went into the dance team in high school, and then she even went to the dance team at college. So that is her calling, dancing. And then Johnny, when he went to high school, and she went off to college, and she was a communications major. When he started high school, since he was, you know, really into drumming and music, he went into the marching band too, in the drum line. So, yeah, 3 years of that was just so much fun for me. You know, I volunteered with the boosters, the band boosters. I became the secretary on the board, and you know, when you're that involved, you do everything. You help them when they're getting ready for a football game, pictures, you know, get them all, move their uniforms around and get them all ready for competitions. And even when they're not competing, there's orchestra, you got to do that, you know, take care of stuff for that. It was a lot of work, but it was great. It was really great. I loved it. Yeah, I wish I had those days back, because it was quite fun. Then when Johnny graduated from high school and was ready to go off to college, we had agreed that I would sell the house and we would split the proceeds and go on our merry way. Well, I decided that I was going to follow Johnny to San Jose State University. That's where he went to, where he's still at. He's at the university. And so, yeah, I moved to San Jose just to be there for some extra support. And yeah, he probably didn't think he needed it, but obviously I felt that I needed it to be there. I lived in an apartment like 6.5 minute drive from his dorm, and it was great. It was amazing. I love San Jose, and getting to know that city with him and having Alex fly up to join us and just spending a lot of fun time together. It was great. It was great. It was 3 years well spent, I have to say. Yeah. If you ever get to San Jose, I highly recommend you go and check it out. It is a very fun city. Okay, so now this all comes back to me. Yeah, when I sold the house, I kind of thought that maybe at some point I was going to buy something small in Central California. I really love San Luis Obispo. I knew I couldn't afford it there, so I thought maybe in the very outskirts of San Luis Obispo, something super small, and yeah, that's where I would retire. I wasn't so concerned because the kids were, becoming adults, and I thought, maybe in a couple years I can do that move and it would be fine. They'd have their own lives, and yeah. I was telling my family this up here in Mendocino, and they said, "Well, why don't you just move up here? Build something up here." They have 650 acres up here, so there's plenty of land for me to spread. And yeah, it took me a while to decide that that was the move that I wanted to make. I would not have done this if the kids were younger. It's just kind of far, but I did decide to do it. And if you have seen the videos from earlier, the very first videos, you see all the chaos that ensued trying to build a home out here. Never say never. I may still build something out there, something small. I'm not going to, give up on that. For now, I'm here in the RV. It's fine. But yeah, that's my story. I'm just enjoying my 60s and enjoying that, I can have the kids up here whenever they can get up here. They're adults now. Yes, they do have their own lives, and it's easier than I thought it was going to be to get them up here. I can just go pick up Johnny. It's only 3.5 hours from here, and Alex hop on a plane. And so it's been ideal. It's been great. I really would like to continue these videos. There's so much more to explore here. And so, yeah, I appreciate that question about my first chapter. I hope that answers it. Yeah. I didn't think that. I wasn't thinking that whole thing through. But thank you for the question. And also, yeah, thank you for watching my videos. I hope you get a little something out of it, and learn to love this Northern California area as much as I do. So thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.